There are many issues that surround social framework, which lie within the text and even subtext. The majority of these issues are due to crime and punishment. Over the course of this 5-minute video, we'll depthen our understanding of social benefactors within our country's good. Throughout the social framework there are political, religious and class division.
In the 1700s, the majority of crime cases were brought before local magistrates without the jury's input. They used the Bloody Code, which was a list of crimes that were punishable by death. This helped them decide on the convict sentencing. Other convicts were sent to Australia to serve their sentences by doing hard labour. The lesser crimes were punished by the hot iron or being flogged in front of the public. In our country's good, the convicts were sent to Australia. They used a convict as the hangman because hanging was so often used that the officers preferred to torture the convicts by flogging them on the deck of the ship instead.
In the 1780s, the unjustifiable political state of affairs was far from supportive to the poor. The elections for governmental power were warped, and the rule stood that only 40-shilling freeholds held the power to vote, meaning that landowners once again had the strategic advantage of wealth and had the ability to manipulate parliamentary decisions and choices. Even further, the only two parties within Parliament were from the landed aristocratic, low in discipline and organisation, meaning there was a total lack of support and stability for the poor, leading many people to commit petty thefts or other small crimes, which, if caught, usually resulted in a hanging or transportation. As Benjamin Disraeli of Britain said in the late 18th century, there is no community spirit in England anymore. A large number of people in a small area means a harsh struggle for existence.
Women and men were treated differently. Men were respected by others and were given power over other people on the ship. Women, however, were used to benefit men. Women were seen as objects and used purely for sex. As seen in our country's good, women slept with men on the ship to give them what they needed and to receive food.
Women in society were treated very differently depending on their class. Middle and upper class women would have more opportunities to make themselves known, but lower class women would have next to no opportunities at all. This continued into the workplace, where women would receive little to no pay compared to men, and some would even have to carry the burden of having both the housework and their own work at the same time.
In Our Country's Good, the play, the recruiting officer is argued as non-religious, even though people within the play get married. Johnston was to be a moral guide to both convicts and officers of the camp, but seems more concerned with the play, pornography, Catholic doctrines, than any more pressing matters at hand.